Hey, welcome back to another episode of Inoculant Gaming. Once again, doing our D&D nights with the group. Even though some are in slightly more different positions than normal and still finishing up outside things, that's still fine. We figured we'd get started with the good old-fashioned Wookiee noises I heard slightly. But I know we had some technical difficulties 2 weeks ago. Sometimes that happens. And we get some more technical difficulties happening now too. That's still okay. But
Hey.
Henny's back. That's good. So do we remember what happened last time?
We're on a boat.
Dragon Ball Z?
We had just finished fighting off some pirates. We took the loot from their ship, got the ship repaired, paid a slave to do it. He did a terrible job. Then we paid a shipping company to do it, and they did a good job. Same price, though, oddly. We ended up paying the slave because it was the right thing to do. Partial. We did not pay him the full amount. We paid him partial. And then we got on the seas. We are leaving Port Royal and heading for, if I'm not mistaken, Tortuga.
Yes.
On our way to possibly San Juan.
Good
Yes.
refresher. Because, had it been a month, it took me a minute to get refreshed myself. So last time we were doing you were in the middle of the sea, sailing towards around the edge of Jamaica, and starting to head north toward Tortuga. Trying to go around what I am currently calling one of the islands Hispaniola, and the other one is Cuba. So, who was manning the helm at this point?
I believe when we were quitting, we had I believe when we quit,
I don't know.
we had the night shift person do it.
All right.
I am spending all my time in the crow's nest playing with my new staff of swarming insects and a spider that I befriended and named him. Oh shoot! What did I name him?
Hopefully
Fuzzy,
you wrote it down.
furry. Oh shoot! I'll have to go watch that. Chat, help me out if you remember the name of my spider. But I have a giant well, not giant, but giant by
It will
like
be.
real Earth standards. It's giant tarantula. I think is what it was supposed to be.
Right.
It will be gigantic at some point.
So you have your giant tarantula and also some insects. You also had the NP.
And Momo is paying close attention to the island that we're traveling adjacent to.
When he's
Right.
not eyeing the tarantula.
I was gonna say, yeah, he probably wants to eat the spider.
He might
The
want to eat the
spider's
spider.
probably about
Or
as big
be
as me, so
worried
he
about being
probably would
eaten
not.
by said spider.
I don't think it's big enough. It would be a normal sized spider, so I think Momo, it might be a 2-bite spider for him. I don't think it would be a 1. So, I don't know if he wants to go that far into it. Maybe if Momo rolls a 1, I might have him try to eat the spider. We'll see.
Oh dear.
But, alright, it becomes daytime. You wake up, you relieve the night sailor, and, who's manning the helm for sailing?
That would be me.
Alright, go ahead and, roll for sailing, direction, that kind of thing.
So this would be survival, or would you want me to use my vehicle proficiency, or both?
Which one's better?
Probably vehicle proficiency.
I would say that for this one, let's do vehicle proficiency.
All right.
What's
13.
happening?
13? Okay.
Yep.
So you're still going north, but you're going to be going slightly off course.
This is what happened last time too.
You actually end up going slightly northwest.
That's all right. I'll just blame it on Momo.
I mean, he is looking real intent at that island. I mean, he is staring at
and
it.
the spider.
And the spider, too. Yeah, the spider's what's distracting him.
He's in the crow's nest with me. He's not near the helm.
Uh-huh.
blame
And
Momo
who
if he
helps
wants to.
navigate
Spider monkey.
the people in the crow's nest?
I'm up and down his free will. You really think he's staying next to you the whole time?
Maybe. I mean, he does as I command
Right?
sometimes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes.
I think the sometimes is pretty well the operative word there. A couple hours pass, and you keep going in that direction. And Crow's Nest, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Is it Momo making the perception check this time?
Are you looking through Momo's eyes at this current moment?
At this current moment? Well, maybe not. He's been keeping a constant eye out, though.
All right, I'll let you make one for yourself and one for Momo.
Okay, Momo ended up with a fantastic 12.
Okay.
With his advantage. I end up with a 6.
Okay.
Hooray! We're gonna
Those
get
were
lost
not,
again.
not fantastic. I'm not guiding us. I'm just keeping an eye out for. What did I say last session? I was keeping an eye out for perhaps aggressive sea creatures or pirate ships.
You are a pirate.
Well, you actually don't see anything but blue sky. You start actually get distracted by some of the clouds that are coming over, and you start thinking of them as
Friends?
no, not friends. I'm gonna go. You start thinking about them as characters from storybooks you heard as a kid.
Nothing but blue skies shining on me. So I get distracted, more or
Yep.
less. Yeah.
I'll let the rest of the boat make a perception check. And another, I would say, about a half an hour to 30 minutes pass.
5.
And okay, 5.
7.
You got a 7?
I got a 7 with a +4.
Actually, question: does this perception check have anything to do with Fae, Fiend, or Undead?
No.
5.
Corvus grasping at straws.
He just wants that advantage so much.
Okay. Found it. 10.
Okay. You see nothing. And,
Thank
It's okay, guys. I'm very glad that we've got such watchful people in the crow's nest.
I'm staring at the beautiful shoreline. I think I see things over there.
Alright, what are your guys' passives?
11.
12.
14.
What's your passive perception, Elwin?
I think his is an 11, same as mine.
Yeah, probably. Discord hated life when I left it, so.
Okay. So, Thomas is the first to hear this.
Uh-oh.
At the 14. You hear thunder in the distance.
Coming from which direction? Or just I can't really tell since we're on the open ocean.
Where's my corpse?
Knowing weather patterns, it's coming from the east.
So can I make? I will look east and look. If
That's
there
the
is a
direction
storm.
the ship is traveling, right?
No, you're going
No, we're
northwest
going
right now.
northwest.
Northwest. Okay.
Does the storm look like it's heading towards us?
Yes.
I will relay that information to everyone.
Okay.
Looks like we have a storm headed our way. We might need to find a spot to hunker down.
I swear,
Thank you
it's
for
not
informing
me
the
this time.
lookouts.
It is not me causing it this time. I promise.
You can make
No,
storms.
Or mouse.
Only boom sounds.
Okay.
Well, I'm hearing boom sounds.
Hey,
Yep.
at least it's not cannon fire.
That's true. It is not cannon fire.
Can deal with thunder
Are we
damage.
still-
I can't really
are we
deal with the
still
cannon
close to the
bolts.
shore of that island.
Well, right now you're kind of out in open sea. It's to the point where you don't see any land at the moment.
What time of day is it?
I would say about midday.
And we're like 2 days out from Port Royal.
Yeah, I would say about 2 days out. 2.5
Do you
now.
recall?
How long it would take
Uh,
the storm to reach us?
Yeah, how far would it take to? How long would it take to get to Tortuga as well?
Another 2.
I think another 2 days or 1.5 days now.
I think that's a survival check.
How long would it take for the storm to reach us? Probably.
Storm to reach you. Go ahead and roll survivor check.
I have a +1.
Hold on, hold on.
The
If,
weakest
if
one.
it's the if it's the knowledge of the storm, wouldn't it be nature? I mean,
I'll let him do nature or survival, either one.
They're both only a +1, so 6.
okay, fine.
You think the storm's gonna reach you any minute?
May I make that now that he's pointed out the storm's location?
Sure.
All right. It's just nature for me. It's the same because oh man, my rolls are terrible today. With proficiency, 12.
Hey, it's better than 6.
Yeah, it's better.
You think you actually have, before the storm gets crazy rough, you think you have about 3 hours.
Yeah, this is about the time that I thought I saw an army that was going to be here in 5 hours, and it was more like 5 days.
Is there a way we could possibly outrun the storm?
I don't know. Ask the lookout.
Which way? Going west or going east?
Going north.
Going north? Most likely not. Because right now it's heading west, coming from the east side. You're heading north. Like, you're not traveling as fast as a...
So if we stopped, would it still hit us?
Yeah, if you stopped, it would still hit you.
What if we turn completely around? And go
We're not turning completely around. We might go directly east, but we're not going.
Oh, you want to go right into the storm?
Why do we want to go right into the storm?
You
Well,
said
it's coming-
east. That's where the storm's coming from.
It's coming from the
Oh,
east,
sorry,
headed west.
I meant west.
I mean, do you think we could outrun the storm if we head west?
No. All that would necessarily do is delay the storm, but the storm could lose power, or potentially gain it depending on how it's coming. But if it looks like it's in full-blown storm, since it's already thundering, so my guess is it would probably weaken. But
I mean,
that's
how
just
powerful
guessing.
does it look right now?
Go ahead and do a nature check.
Oh, good, another +1.
So I think it's going to be here in about 3 hours, right?
Yeah.
17.
That's enough time that I think we could get away. Gentlemen, do you think
Remember nature.
do you think it is worth me blowing wind into sails to make us go faster?
Yes, definitely. However, only for about 2 hours. If at that point we're not getting away, we're going to prepare for weathering the storm.
I can only do it for 4 minutes.
Well, get to it.
All right, so this would be gust of wind, and I'm gonna use.
PM, I got a 17.
Yeah, right. 17 was for the storm.
Yeah, how strong
It looks real strong. Like, I would say, I don't know if there are hurricanes in Narnia, but you get the general gist of like hurricane level 2. And
So, in order to try to get us out of here, I'm gonna use gust of wind, and I'm gonna use a sorcery point to extend it. And then
Okay.
when that runs out, I'm going to use another sorcery point. So I have 2 sorcery points. I also have 2 spell slots. I'm using all of it.
okay,
So we will have 4 minutes of full-blown gust of wind, and after that, I'll start using the gust cantrip.
okay. So you start blowing. You can tell the ship picks up steam. Like, it actually almost lifts it slightly out of the level of the water on the edge of the ship goes down because of how much pressure you've forced through like your hands into a beam onto the sails.
Oh, you're making the ship fly.
I'm gonna do this.
He said it's dipping further into the water as we.
No, it's
drag.
rising. It's rising
Oh,
up.
we're rising up.
Yeah, you forced
You're
it
making
enough
the ship
now that the
fly.
water level went down.
I need somebody to install hydrofoils.
Real quick though, Zephyrus, I need you to make a perception check.
Perception.
Yep.
Why is it always perception?
Well,
Aren't you good at perception?
No, I have a +1. My wisdom is not great. It's a 14 for me. Is Momo also making a check?
this would be more of a. I don't
Or is
think
this
Momo would know
if I'm
this.
putting too much pressure in it to break. To
Correct.
break the masts. Maybe that's just straight intelligence or wisdom. Either way, a 14.
So with a 14, yeah, you realize you're focusing it so much into one spot that you have to make the beam slightly bigger. That way you don't put so much pressure into one spot, but you can fan it across the sails. That way you don't
Okay.
puncture a hole through one of the sails.
I mean, if you're cool with that.
I was
Spell
making it
is
a straight
written.
10, otherwise you would have knocked out a sail in half your speed.
Oh, okay, yeah, that could have been bad. And after those 4 minutes finishes, I'm going to switch over to Gust as a cantrip, which is not very much air, but you actually made it a benefit on the last ship we sailed on.
Correct. Yeah, so I'm going to say with your Kamehameha airwave, air blast, I would say that gave you about 4 times your normal speed. The gust cantrip was only double your normal speed. So for the
All right, so for 4 minutes, we were 4 times faster, and for the next 3 hours or whatever it's going to end up being, we're going to be double as fast. So with
Correct.
all of that, are we able to outrun it, I guess?
I'll have to go get a heat.
over the next couple of hours, and the storm is also giving you a little bit of assistance as well, because it's nice and windy at the time. You are able to pick up enough steam to outrun it as the Category 2 hurricane goes underneath you, and ends up kind of from your direction. It looks like it's going to actually blast into Port Royal as a hurricane. And yeah, I'll let Corvus explain more about hurricanes to you if you don't have knowledge of them.
I don't know. Do hurricanes exist in Avatar?
All right, odds and evens. Odds, yes. Evens, no.
Big storms on the sea, I'm sure are. But
I would assume they do because they make like tornadoes all the time.
yeah, and it's a full moon every day, so obviously we have moon cycles.
What?
There was that one
Wow.
really bad storm in second season.
I mean, there was the one
Thought
really
that
big
got stuck
storm
out there
that
with the
brought Aang
fishing.
down in the first place.
Yeah,
That's true. There was that storm. You're right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they do have that, and then in Avatar World.
All right. If we do manage to outrun this thing, I want to take a short rest as soon as I can.
You can just rest on the boat.
I have no spell spent. Yeah, I can't short rest while I'm casting Gust unless you let me.
Nope.
It's not a thing.
Definitely not.
I'm constantly.
You cannot be
constantly
casting
pushing.
Gust constantly and resting at the same time.
But can he sleep while doing it?
Do I know that? I don't actually know.
So you're able to
No, you-
outrun the
you technically
hurricane. You can kind of see that the wind is dying down, and that that it seems that you were able to get past it because of the quick thinking and the exhaustion of the blue person. You were able to.
All of my spells are belong to this.
You were able to get past it and avoid any damage pretty much at all.
Let's just say we want to avoid any Imperial entanglements.
So you're heading northwest, and you were continuing generally in that direction. With the storm and everything, go ahead and Corvus make another roll for where you're sailing while in the chaos.
Any chance this has to do with Fae, Fiend, or Undead?
Nope.
Did you roll bad again?
Actually, I rolled a natural 20.
Hey!
He asks before he rolls.
So, yeah. Strangely enough, because of the correction and trying to avoid the storm giving you a boost, you actually recorrected from your miscorrelation earlier, and you I'm gonna say you're on the out. You can actually see the outskirts of Hispaniola, and to your left, you can also see the edge of Cuba as well.
Right. Cuba.
I'm gonna stop off and get some cigars.
That's legitimately what I was thinking.
That was the Road del Dorado, guys.
So yeah, Cuba's to your left, and Hispaniola is to your right.
But we don't need to stop at either. We're looking for Tortuga.
Yes.
I mean, where's Tortuga? I don't know this.
True.
It is just to the north of Hispaniola.
Do I know if we're clear of the storm at this point?
You are clear of the storm.
Okay. I'm going to start my short rest.
Okay.
Let me know if I complete it.
It will depend on what people do.
Yeah, well, I'll go back to the crow's nest and then just, like, rub my muscles for a little bit.
I want to send one of
You should actually
our...
rest in your room and have someone else in the crow's nest.
I would like to send a crew member...
Somebody has to climb up
to
here
mess
and
with the
relieve me.
virus every 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, you're gonna do what?
Send a crew member to ask Zephyrus to do a task every 5 minutes.
Zephyrus will say no.
And just bother him for every 5 minutes.
I can still
Okay.
rest.
All right, go ahead and let's interact this one. The first one arrives at the crow nest after climbing up.
Yes, sir. What is it you need?
I'm having Thomas. I'm gonna have you roleplay
Oh, you're gonna have
one of the crew members since this was your idea.
Aha.
we're looking to see if you're willing to come down and perhaps play a game of Pai Sho with us.
Oh, I would love to play Pai Sho. You need to stay here and take over the lookout for me, okay? And also, don't hurt Fuzzy. Actually, I take Fuzzy with me. I cannot hear you.
I won't hurt Fuzzy.
Okay. Come with
I'll
me.
help. I'll stay here.
Okay, so I'm going to climb down.
Make a climb. I'll let you do. I'll let you
Athletics
do
or
acrobatics if you do it in a cool way.
As I climb down, I'm gonna start pretending I'm a little bit more of a spider, and I'm gonna go head first at first, all fours, and then I'm gonna spin around and hang once I get to like a good rope to do
right.
that on,
Go
like
ahead
where
and-
I guess where the sails are or something.
Go ahead and roll for that. Acrobatics.
It's not an advantage on this, is there? 9.
So you're able to do it, although at certain points when you ended up going upside down, the robe that you were wearing, you haven't tied it off at the knees or the legs, have you?
No, but it's constantly flowing in the wind anyway, even when there's no wind.
Because he has that.
I guess that's true, but with this one, the gravity
being an
overtakes the
urgency.
wind, and it creates like a bubble of the wind is
Over
still
my
blowing.
head.
Not over your head, just over to your belt, so your legs are appearing bare while you're climbing down.
When it does that, I will telepathically communicate to Momo and have him come grab my cloak as if it's the train of my robe. And he's gonna
Look up there, we
hold
got
it
a full
down.
moon, guys.
He's gonna hold it down. No, I have pants. I think.
Is it in your inventory?
Well, I mean, it's commoner's clothes, right?
I know.
So how heavy is the clothes that he's carrying? Is it over 5?
3. My
Okay.
entire outfit is 3 pounds.
Okay, in that case, yeah, he's able to grab it and kind of hold it up as you're trying an awkward, really bizarre spider walk down. That
Oddly enough, my Book of Ancient Secrets is 5 pounds. That's a heavy book,
is a heavy book. A lot of nice leather, apparently.
apparently. Dude,
mean,
I can just
probably.
blame my patron on that one. All right, but I make it down and I don't sprain my ankle or anything.
You do not get injured on the way down, no.
Once I'm down there, I'm gonna get out a Pai Sho board and I'm gonna start setting it all up like somebody wanted to play with me, and then look around to see who actually wanted to
Nobody
play.
there.
I'll play it with Momo.
All right. So you play your Pai Sho game. Roll
I beat him.
evens for you to win, odds for Momo to win.
Oh, it's just a straight roll. I have a
Oh,
Pai
I
Sho
love
check.
this.
All right, I'm gonna do a D6. We have
Okay.
evens and odds. It is
Can
even. Who
can I
who wins
come
on
up-
evens?
Evens, Momo wins.
Ah, I'm so tired. I always have an excuse. Always have an excuse.
Corvus,
all right,
what
well,
were you
this will
trying
go
to
on
do?
for a while, and I'm gonna try to get my hour of rest.
Okay.
Well, what I was going to try and do is unnecessary. I was going to see if I could sleight of hand to cheat to make sure Momo won, but that's not necessary.
You weren't close enough around, and you can't control a player's role in IRL. So, yeah.
Well, yes, but it's a tile game, so I was figuring I could adjust the tiles.
But chat, you guys control our roles in real life. You can help us with advantage or disadvantage if you.
That is true. You can if you wish.
What are they
Which
called?
means-
What are they called in Twitch? The
Or
points.
Little points, yeah.
Yeah, rewards or
You
whatever.
can
Reward.
redeem your reward points to make us roll at advantage or disadvantage, which is
Or
always
other
fun,
something.
chat.
Okay.
5 minutes later, another guy walked up. Hey, Zephyrus, can you help us look for some navel oranges?
I'm kind of tired right now. Look in the hold downstairs.
We tried that. We can't find any, so we need your expertise.
Then
in
we don't
searching
have
for
any.
oranges.
I have no expertise in oranges.
But I swear we.
I am
thought that's
flattered
not-
you thought of me when you thought of the galley, but you have to look down there. I'm busy here, losing to Momo. I mean playing with Momo.
Okay, we'll go try again.
I will eventually finish this hour.
Well, so far it's
We'll
been
see about that.
This is what warlocks got to do to get their spell slots back, guys. It's rough. It's a rough life.
15 minutes have passed.
Another 5 minutes, another guy comes up. Hey, Zephyrus, can you teach me how to do magic?
I can teach you to play Paisho. Here.
But that's not magic. I want to learn how to, cast spells like. Choo.
Another day, perhaps.
Oh, okay, fine. Hangs his head and just walks away.
All right, 20 minutes.
No one bothers him for a while.
Wow. Why? Why?
25 minutes.
What's 20 minutes?
Into my
So-
short rest.
So
Hey,
every 5 minutes, Keith is having one of the crew come up and ask him a random question.
No, the
For-
way this is going to go is
during
you're
the
going to be
hour.
like, okay, so you finish your short rest, and then also everybody else you get a long rest, and then it's just
Hey, Thomas, do you think you could get someone to fix me a tuna fish sandwich?
We don't have any tuna fish.
Okay.
Oh,
a
I got
sandwich.
you. I got you. Hey, crew member, go ask Zephyrus if you can go make one of his special sandwiches, because he's a great cook. The crew member goes over and asks Zephyrus. Hey, Zephyrus, a few crew members are really hungry. Do you think you could whip up something real fast?
would slowly meandering down to the galley and making a sandwich interrupt a short rest.
No.
It wouldn't.
It's
Not-
light. It's light work, right?
Yeah, making a sandwich is light work for one person.
I will
yes.
walk down there and I will help him make a sandwich in the galley.
I'm sorry, I need a sandwich that's finely minced. Can you maybe
Well, you can
blend
tell me.
this by hand?
Aren't you the
Mortar.
one who's a knife expert?
I wouldn't say he's a knife expert, judging how
Why
well
don't-
Steven does with his
Why don't
knife.
you come? Well, there's no such thing bad student, only bad teacher. So, Kobe-san, show me your knife skills over here.
So, according to
Okay,
my
so I will take a picture.
Hold on.
Pull out a knife and do the thing from Alien where you like put a knife into the table in between your fingers. But I'll use Corvus, but I'll use Zephyr. Well, I'll use my hand. I'm a blood hunter.
You're not going to use my hand, and you're not afraid to cut
Wow.
yourself. You're straight up not afraid to cut yourself.
Yep.
Elwin, you were trying to say something, but I couldn't fully hear you.
I
Um,
do have gust, by the way.
Oh,
You're
you
not
do
supposed
have
to have gust. You're not supposed to have gust. You have to modify the item that you took from me. It's not supposed to be on the item. But
For the moment,
I'm gonna minor illusion Corvus's hand and have it twice on the table,
Okay.
so he doesn't know what is his
Nice.
finger and what is an illusion of his finger.
Fun.
Pretty sure
So-
there would be a spell save for that.
There is, I think.
Is it wisdom? Intelligence?
Investigation check against my spell save DC.
All right.
He's actually pretty good at investigation.
What's
isn't
your DC?
he? 16?
Does this have to do with Fae, Fiend, or Undead?
No.
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 Deals with illusion magic.
24.
What?
You see right through it, and you know what your fingers look like. The
Fine.
scars.
Try.
the scars are much more prevalent on your hands than it was for the ones that he tried to illusion.
Okay. All this is aside, I'm gonna try to finish my rest. Maybe I can
does a
find
minor
an orange.
illusion interrupt your rest?
I don't think it was that hard of me to do.
I
Casting
think it was very taxing.
think a minor illusion
It's a
would
cantrip.
right, but it's still casting a spell,
It's casting a cantrip. It's not casting a spell.
which is considered a spell.
Counterspell a cantrip. You can't. So
Yeah, you can counter a cantrip.
You can counterspell a cantrip,
Yeah,
So
but it doesn't count as casting a spell once on your turn.
I'm still going to count it to where your short rest
Resetting
resets.
my short rest.
Yep.
Fine.
mission accomplished.
So you have to restart your rest. I think the rest of the crew now are done trying to pick on you, and
I
you
I-
get your short rest in.
I go to the
Okay, thank
crew.
you.
I'm like, you guys better not tell him that any of this was me, or you're gonna get punished.
Go ahead and roll
I
an
Make an
intimidation.
insight check to see if I can figure out why they were coming.
Go ahead and roll the insight. Also, make an intimidation check on all the crew. Thomas.
In
Can I just be Jesus and be sleeping
I got a natural
the
war.
whole time this is all happening?
Still four.
Hold on, Elwin. Say that again.
Can I just be Jesus and be sleeping through this storm in my hammock?
You're definitely
Sure.
not using that microphone.
I don't think. You're
I think
using the
I think your
microphone in front of you.
headsets were going in, not your mic.
You sound quite distant. That's why we didn't hear you earlier. I had a 15 on my insight.
How about now?
That's better.
That's
better.
better.
There we go. I think it was using the camera
Ah,
because this one sounds like this.
eh. Yeah, but you had it up as well.
Well, no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
You-
no.
Okay.
15 insight. You're silent, DM.
Oh, how about now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you figure out pretty quickly that someone was trying to play a trick on you and trying to get you to react to them. Also, because he rolled a 1 in his intimidation,
Oh gosh, he did.
every single one of the crew members that were a part of it that came up to you told you it was Thomas that was trying to instigate you into breaking your long rest or your short rest. It was every single one.
Can I intimidate them and send them back at Thomas?
Roll intimidation check.
Perfect.
Natural 20
Oh no!
Oh yes.
plus 5.
Complete opposite.
Okay.
That's a 25 intimidation on these people.
So
Yes.
a couple
Finally
of
got a good
them
roll today, guys.
a couple of them make puddles on the floor because they became so scared of you.
Yeah, you go back to Thomas and you tell him. I don't know.
They end up so scared of you that they are gonna start devising a plan to get back at Thomas on your behalf without telling
Yes,
you.
thank
Because they are so
if
scared
I'm not
of you.
involved, yes, if I'm not involved, I can't be an accessory. They're coming up with a plan on their own. It's not my fault.
And for the next 2 days, Thomas,
2 days.
I'm gonna have it to all of your food ends up tasting slightly like ash.
Are we fast forwarding 2 days then?
Not yet. I'm just
Okay.
putting out this ahead of time to where, yeah, your food tastes like slightly bit of ash because someone sneaks a little bit of burnt ashes into your food every time.
Thomas, you should have some of this pepper here. It makes it taste better. Wait, I know nothing about
Overcooked
this.
again.
You know nothing about this.
I know nothing about this.
I think you're overcooking the food. This tastes really burnt.
I don't know what you're talking about. This tastes great. What are you talking about?
Yeah, everybody else say it tastes
Try
good.
mine. Try
The
mine.
orange zest is just perfect.
No, you
Yeah,
tried this right here. You taste it and you don't tell me it doesn't taste burnt.
Do not blame the cook.
It looks the
Corvus, it
same
tastes
to me
good, right?
as mine. I'm quite happy with this. I think the issue here is that you're too picky.
Ewanson, here's the test.
I mean, I did.
Are you
go-
changing the
Yeah,
taste of it, or are you tasting it the way it is? See, that is the test of good food.
I think I can only change the taste of liquids, right?
Nah, it might be liquids only. You're right.
Well,
You're right.
Princess Thomas, just wait till we get to
Princess.
well, Port Tortuga.
Oh,
won't
no, I can do
anything
food.
good for you.
Okay,
But,
yeah.
So Thomas is very suspicious of everybody else changing the flavor of his food,
I had nothing to do with it.
and
I will neither deny or
or confirm.
confirm.
Confirm nor deny, yeah.
All right, one.
You totally would, though. You just didn't.
Correct.
So it's evening. I would say in the morning. You wake up, although just at the start of morning, the signal for land ho is given.
Do I get a long rest at that point?
Yes, everyone can take a long rest.
Yes, I get my meta magic back. The first
I don't
time I
think I
actually used
spent
it,
anything.
guys. I don't think you did. But I dodged us a hurricane. Okay, that was worth it.
Mm-hmm. Well worth it.
Leveled up, right?
We're
No, we're
most
about
of the
to.
way to 9.
Other campaign we leveled up.
Yes, you did. Because you defeated a white dragon.
We're only one level below this campaign now. Casey,
We're
you're
catching
slowing
up.
us down.
Yeah. We need to stop canceling, but we're going to cancel next session in 2 weeks if you haven't, heard. We're going to post that in Discord, so sorry, guys. Yeah, we arrive at port, you said?
So you can see it.
Ah.
So it's the signal for land ho.
And
How
I'm
far
going
is said
to
land?
help control our speed on the way in with some gusting.
or does this look like Tortuga to you? Because I have no idea what we're supposed to be looking for. It looks very creepy, strange island thing.
What were you asking?
Corvus.
It's a Corvus.
Oh,
Corvus.
sorry, I didn't catch that. Certainly looks like I would expect. Again, I've never had the pleasure, I guess, of being here.
So
Is there
you look in the
certain-
island, and you see there is kind of a port or a dock system set up, but it looks like in pretty disrepair. Like it. Actually, let's do a perception check real quick. Go ahead and roll, and
From
that'll.
you or from everybody?
We'll do it from everybody.
Oh, I got a 7.
4.
22.
You said perception, right?
Correct.
I got a natural 20.
Hey, okay.
For a 21, which is still less than Thomas.
Well, both of you, because I want you to hit 20. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, both of you are able to see a dock that looks like it's in slightly disrepair. You also see bottles kind of floating out into the sea that look to be of drunken and beer variety, as
Any,
well
with
as
messages in them.
Huh.
you would have to.
What sort of
check.
perception do you have to see that?
You would have
I
to
got a
like
22.
physically look at the bottles to see the message. They're rolled with the outside facing out, so the message is on the
Yeah.
inside.
Well, it's more of a question of can I see any bottles with messages in them, like notes inside of them, not reading the note.
I am going to do a roll for this because I was not expecting that as a question.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
What is
There
the question?
are.
Are there any messages in the bottles?
You were able to see 4 bottles with messages.
4.
Although
I'm
that's
gonna
Thomas and
use-
Zephyrus. That's not Corvus.
Wait, when I see it, I'm going to use my elemental gift for flight, and I'm gonna fly down and pick him up out of the water.
Okay. So you fly towards the island.
Well, I mean, the whole ship is moving towards the island, and I'm just gonna hop out and go find the bottles and bring them back to the ship.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What could possibly go wrong?
You understand this is a pirate port, right?
Famous last word.
I don't.
This entire
Yeah, we don't
island
know anything. We
is-
don't know anything about Tortuga.
Except
was-
for what
This
Corvus
was the
told
home
us.
of the pirates. You were coming here to fight pirates.
Oh, is this where the
Well,
ship got
to
away from
investigate
us?
pirates.
Well, investigate pirates, but yes.
Do we have a Jolly Roger to fly?
We have the Bloody Butcher one that one lady made for us.
You know what? That'll probably suffice.
So you fly out towards the bottles. You start to hear faint bells ringing off in the distance.
Uh-huh.
And cannonballs start get firing towards the guy that's flying toward their island.
I'm minding my own business down by the water.
How far away is this?
Well, you were able to see it. You kept coming in. I would say you are about 500 feet towards the port.
Does our ship have cannons?
Yes.
Your ship does have cannons, yes.
Were they damaged?
Can I use light on a cannonball and shoot it?
The light won't ignite it. Prestidigitation
No.
will, though.
That's true.
You're gonna try
can
to
light
fire the
fuses.
cannons?
Oh, I'm not firing it at anything, just in the general direction using light
Using a warning?
on the ball so that it's...
So you're
oh,
gonna
you want to light up the ball.
Oh, you're casting a light on the ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's putting light on the ball, loading the ball, and then firing the ball.
Correct.
Isn't it broad
Okay.
daylight?
It is.
Isn't it what?
It's
broad
the start of
daylight?
morning. Like start of
Oh, I
morning.
thought it
and
was
so,
in that time.
no, it's still morning.
And we don't know.
Do you still
probably
still
darker in
fire?
here.
Do you still want to fire the cannonball of light towards the island?
Can I try and stop that?
Sure.
Persuasion.
I'm holding my bowling ball with lights.
I have nothing to help.
Towards
But-
the island. It's probably going to be best to avoid magic unless you can do it discreetly. And
But it's
keep in
blue.
mind,
That
these
means
are
we're safe.
pirates.
Oh, so it should be red.
Yes, red.
I will
That'll
make it.
solve everything.
I will make the ball red.
I can change the color of the light to red.
You can't change the color with a light cantrip, can you?
I have to recast it, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, I can change it with thaumaturgy, you know.
Well, he can do it, thaumaturgy. Are the cannonballs from the water being shot at me, right?
Yes.
I'm going to dive into the water.
Okay, you fly down into the water.
I don't need to breathe. It's okay.
Yeah, one that looked like it was going to hit you ends up hitting the water and losing all of its momentum and then sinking.
Okay, I'm going to make my way back to the ship and discreetly come up behind the ship and then fly back onto the deck.
All right, you fly back onto the deck. Because they lost you under the water, they assumed they hit you.
How many
And-
balls was I able to, bottles was I able to collect before I had to do that? Maybe one?
I would say the first one, unless you went underneath and grabbed them from underneath the water.
Well,
Then
how much
you
time
could-
do I have? Could I do that?
I would say you could do that.
You can be on
Yeah, okay.
underwater.
I'll
Yeah.
do that if I can do it within my 10-minute fly cast time.
Yeah, you'd be able to.
Okay.
'Cause-
I'll get all 4 of the bottles, make my way back to the ship, and then fly onto the deck, dripping wet.
They shot at me. Can you believe it?
Well,
An old man.
It fly. These people are not used to magic like the other two worlds the other
I
places
can't
we've been to.
swim very well. I decided to go after the bottles. Somebody might need help.
We have a net. You could have just
I'm-
cast the net over the bottles and got them.
I'm gonna sneak 10 feet behind Blue Man while he's talking, and cast Prestidigitation to make his clothing soiled and wet,
Thank you
just so
for
he
that.
smells.
I'm gonna try to pull the messages out of the bottles to see what I can read.
Okay.
First of all, can I read the language it's written in?
Yeah, I don't want to go that far. So yes.
Okay.
I rolled a 20 on my stealth.
Because if I
Yeah,
can't, I
you
do
were
have
able-
spells to avoid that.
You like, it's general English, it's kind of cursive, so it's a little hard to read at first, but you're generally fine, although near the end some of them look kind of drunk, so it does kind of splash on into dribble by the end.
Okay, what do they say?
But the first note is a love note to his beloved. He wishes for her to return, and was told that putting a letter out to sea would magically allow that letter to get to her, and so he
Does it have an address?
Does it have a name?
it does have a name. Let's go with Bartholomew Smith.
Well, no, I mean the name of the beloved.
Oh,
Persephone.
Persephone.
Okay, well, no, the name of Bartholomew is good though.
that's the name of the person that wrote it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Persephone works.
Persephone. Okay.
Or the chat can come up with names if chat wants
As
to
soon
come
as
up with
we-
names as well.
Gentlemen, as soon as we get ashore, we need to find this Bartholomew and help him find Persephone. Or, if he is drunk enough, we could pretend to be her and he would think that his wishes became true.
I don't think any of us is going to be able to pull off a girl.
I
But
can.
sure, I like your idea.
I can.
Let's mess with the populace of a pirate island.
If they're drunk, who care?
All right, so the
What
second
is?
note. The second note is
I'm gonna have to write these down.
A treasure map.
no, not a treasure map. It's
Who
a
puts a treasure map in a bottle?
it's actually a letter to his to someone's long lost mother, who ended up drowning at sea 3 years earlier, and was finally saying their final goodbyes.
Do we know that person's name?
The mom's name is going to be Susan. And the person's name is going to be Patrick. Patrick Rogers.
Is that a football player?
No, it is not.
That's Aaron. Okay. Bottle 3.
Bottle 3.
Look, you put the bottles in the water. You didn't have to. You rolled for this.
I did roll for this.
This is your fault.
It is my fault. Number 3 actually is a letter asking for help, because they ended up washing up on this island after a storm that caught them, and the pirates are holding them hostage.
Hey,
Definitely,
Corvus.
definitely need a name. If they gave it.
Bob.
Eh?
No, we'll do William.
Fair.
Good strong name, named after his father, I imagine.
Yeah, let's go with William Teller.
Bootstrap Bill.
Teller. William Teller?
Yep.
No, William Turner.
No, Teller's better.
Oh, that's a thing.
I know the thing.
Already in this world, we can't do that.
Corvus,
Yes.
remind me, why are we here?
So we are looking for leads that may lead us to finding or tracking down Davy Jones.
Yeah, a ship that can both be below the water and also fly. Maybe.
Supposedly, it's a rumor. Again, I can't verify any of that.
So what is our game plan here? Because it looks like all the people in this town are good for is getting drunk.
I say we go to a bar and we ask someone at the bar. That is the easiest way.
That
There's
is
still
the
one more
solution I
letter.
came to, yes.
Let's go. Let's talk. Let's do it.
The last letter
And we
is
get letter 4.
letter 4. It just says test in the letter. That's all it says.
Test.
I will find this tester. Okay, I'm gonna put the letters, make them smooth or whatever, and stuff them in between the pages of my book at this point.
And
Don't bring them with us.
as your ship is approaching, you hear a couple of cannonballs fire, and not hit your ship, but end up going like right off of the edge of the ship, like near the ship, but doesn't actually hit the ship.
At
How
this
far
point.
away are they?
I think you're close to about 300 feet now.
At this point, I'm going to disguise self and make myself look as piratey as I can. I got a
Okay.
peg leg. I got a patch eye. My beard can stay the same.
Does Momo look like a parrot now too?
If he's right next... No, I can't do that. I can only do things Warner carried. I can't do other creatures.
Okay.
Momo's going to look like himself.
He doesn't.
But, I mean,
he's a flying.
Dude, he's a flying lemur. That's just awesome. Pirates would totally respect that over a parrot.
That's true. They would. You're right.
I mean, aren't his wings like foldable and unfoldable?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like a bat wings.
Okay.
You know, there's Batman. We have Bat Lemur.
Nice.
I will also instruct the crew kind of on pirate apparel and all that, but I will also
I mean, they
make
were-
sure when we dock that we've got people watching the ship closely.
Okay.
Can I take
FYI.
a cannon and point it straight up in the air? And, well, not straight, but like mostly angled up. Cast red light on a cannon.
You're gonna cast red light on the cannon.
No, the ball. The cannon.
Okay.
The cannonball, sorry.
So yeah, go. You cast red on the cannonball, and you're aiming it 100% straight up.
No, like, so I don't want it to come straight back down into the ship, but
Okay.
So like, oh, whoops.
I'm making sure they know that I'm not shooting at them. Is it?
Oh,
Is
why are we
the
shooting
captain
at all?
allowing me to do this for once?
I'm gonna let it happen. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish, but
All right, I
it can't
fire.
hurt us at this point.
Okay, you end up firing that cannon,
Why are we picking a fight with a whole point?
and yeah, you're like slightly to an angle, so I'd say like you're at like 87 degrees, and the cannonball shines red, and it goes straight up, and then it lands in the water next to you.
Hey Corvus, you're a really good swimmer. You should go get that. It's still glowing.
How does that help us? We just shot it.
It doesn't. But then we have one more cannonball that we didn't have before.
Isn't that a cannonball we just shot?
Maybe. But we know where that one is.
Do you fire it after it's already been shot, or does it compromise its integrity? I don't know.
That
enough
would
about
have to
know.
come down to the kind of
Guys,
shot it is.
I don't know enough about cannonballs.
Anti-infantry shots would break up, but I don't.
Listen, it's not worth diving at this point. Let's just go.
Mm-hmm. Not worth it.
All right, so can we dock
I
the
think
ship?
it's worth it. I think you should do it.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'll
I
give
don't.
you a copper.
I'm all right.
How much more do I need to do to get a persuasion check here?
Wait, what are you trying to
Persuading
persuade?
other players is
I'm persuading Corvus to go dive down and get the glowing cannonball.
You'd have to convince him.
Yeah, no.
persuading other players is kind of iffy.
It's an opposed check, isn't it?
It's
There
kind of
comes a
thing.
point,
You're not
though,
supposed to do
that
it.
it doesn't make sense.
I think it makes sense.
If they're willing to try it, then you do a persuasion. If they're not even like willing for a suggestion, I don't think it would make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no at this point. Yeah, as you come closer to dock, more cannonballs keep coming close to the ship.
Can I see the
as,
people shooting at us yet?
as
How far away are they?
You're at about 250 feet.
as we prepare to dock, can I cast Unseen Servant
Sure.
as a ritual?
For 10 minutes.
Okay. That's
Yeah,
gonna
just-
take.
10 minutes while we're docking.
Yeah, that's gonna take pretty much until you're docked for you to complete that part.
Sure.
Okay.
I have nothing else I'm working on.
Still moving forward.
Yeah, I think I'll put up white parlay flag.
Okay, so you put up a white parlay flag.
I'm gonna start shooting firebolt in their general direction.
We are not doing that.
I did. Are you gonna
Oh.
stop me from doing it again?
I would like to, yes.
What are you gonna do?
I will grab your hands and tie them behind your back.
That sounds like a grapple check.
That does sound like a grapple check.
Why don't you try and have us fight with each other?
Because I get to fight something.
We work together.
Would that be just an attack roll?
It's
Uh,
athletics.
It's athletics, yeah, and it's opposed too, I believe.
It is. Oh, he did roll athletics. I'm gonna roll my acrobatics. So
Can you beat a 6?
I did. 14.
What did you roll, Thomas?
A 6.
Yep, yeah, he's able to squirm away.
Does that mean I get to fire another one?
Sure.
I'm going to go over to where he is and cast Insect Cloud.
What does that do?
It's heavily obscured, so you can't see what you're shooting at, so you have nothing to shoot at.
I'll just shoot straight up.
I don't think you can cast Firebolt at something that you can't see. And you
can't
also don't light the
predict it?
sails on fire?
You have to do it at a creature or object within range.
Hmm.
That you can see within range.
Yeah,
Well, it
that's one of
doesn't
those
say I can
tricky
see.
things that I kind of think should be loud, but rules as written, you're not allowed to.
It doesn't say I can see.
Well, for 10 minutes you're heavily obscured around me, so you can't see anything. I can see you, so if you try to move away from me, I'm going to follow you.
You can attack things that you cannot see, but it would be with disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
Well, I'm
But
not
if the
trying to hit
spell
him
says
anyways.
you
I don't
can
care.
see within range, you can't.
Do I know the
So-
general direction then?
So, you said you were firing straight into the air?
Well, originally I was firing in their general direction because they're shooting at us.
Right.
Don't make me use a spell slot.
I think they're shooting warnings at us. Elwin, stop it. We do not want to escalate this.
They're shooting at us.
Let us try a persuasion. You are good at that.
Why don't you try and catch one of the cannonballs to make up for the one that you shot into the water?
You know, monks can do that.
How would I do that?
Acrobatics check?
Very carefully.
Athletics
Dude.
check?
They fly at like the speed of sound. I don't think
No,
that's a
I
good idea.
have an idea how we could. If he matches my idea, I'll allow it.
I don't have any spells that would really catch a fireball.
Are these pirates still shooting at a ship that has insects swarming all over the deck?
They were very confused for a second, and they did a couple of warning shots into the insect mound.
Cloud.
Cloud, yeah. but they don't know if they hit or not because they couldn't see after it went in. And it doesn't look like it killed enough insects for them to. Well,
is there enough? Like, I gotta ask, what is the wind in this area?
I mean, Tortuga is basically an enclosed port.
Yeah.
It's inside of like a volcano.
I'm just saying, if it's 10 miles an hour of wind, it will disperse the insects.
You're on the ocean, but it is somewhat enclosed. So I'm going to say it's 5 miles an hour.
Okay.
Wilson, will you stop so that we can try diplomacy?
Fine.
I'm gonna dismiss the insects.
Okay.
Continue with the flag, Corbin, so we don't get shot at again.
I'm gonna lean heavily on my leg that isn't my peg leg.
Go ahead and roll a generalized
Deception.
performance check.
Performance. I do deception.
Would you rather
I'm gonna
deception than
Shoot a
performance?
shower of sparks at the ground in frustration.
19 on my performance.
All right, you're believable. It looks like you have a peg leg, or you act believable enough that people think you have a peg leg.
Ignore the fact that the timber toe on the deck does not make a wood on wood sound.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
I will use thaumaturgy every time his fake peg leg hits the ground to make it sound like it is wooden. Hitting wood.
Okay.
It's a full action. I would have to step one step every 6 seconds.
You're slow because you have a
doesn't-
peg leg.
It does
Yeah,
it for a
that's
minute,
true.
though. I can keep it doing it for a minute.
Oh, you can just reuse it for a minute. Okay.
It lasts a minute.
Yeah, let's put out the gangplank and go to shore and ask him. Parlay.
All right, so they, you put out the plank, you dock at the dock, and someone comes to greet you and says, so you brought our ship back. Okay,
All
very
right,
well.
This
Thomason,
is-
pay attention to this. I picked up some notes from the last time we encountered these guys.
This is our ship. What are you going on about?
That very much looks like the ship that one of the ships that we sent to Port Royal.
Are you not a pirate?
We are pirates, yes.
Okay. So you're telling me you built that ship over there with that you're captain of or whatever.
Well, I recognize the ship that you have as one that left.
How did you obtain your ship?
That ship.
It was bequeathed to me by its previous owner.
Well, this
know that
ship
we-
was
hold on.
bequeathed to
I
us.
would like to pause and ask for an insight check on that before we move on.
I don't
Okay.
care about that.
To me,
You can insight it, but I'm rolling with it. This
Hold-
ship was
hold on,
bequeathed
I'll-
to us.
Let's
Fine.
go ahead and do the insight.
it was a natural 20 for
Nice.
21. I'm rolling so well tonight.
Yeah.
Lying, isn't he?
He's entirely lying. Yes.
Okay.
Well, this ship was bequeathed to us by its previous owners.
How did you convince Captain John to get rid of it?
With
Yar,
aggressive
well, when-
negotiations.
We commandeered it, yar.
We did not commandeer. Don't listen to Mr. Spooky Pants over there. We actually
Mr.
saved Captain's life. When they attacked Port Royal, we came in and helped them to escape.
Go ahead and roll deception.
Oh.
Why are you
Oh.
lying?
I wasn't deceitful, was I?
No, just Thomas was.
You guys
I
convinced me to not attack them by saying you're good at being persuasive, and I try to be persuasive, and you're all talking over me and countering what I just said.
I don't know why they did that, but it works, I guess. Well, I
Wait,
don't know why
wait.
John's being John.
Women when you played this game.
But we'll get there.
I was backing him up, and I said that we commandeered it. He said we
this is
we
good.
got it from its previous owner, and I was saying we did too.
I'm good.
Now
I said
Keith
he
came
did.
in opposite.
Thomas, what'd you roll?
A 13.
Okay, you two saying one thing. He's saying something different. Now, which story's
I'm
right?
backing up what they said. He gave it to us because we helped him. That's
How
what you
about
meant.
how about you go ahead and ask the guy with the captain's hat?
Yeah,
Me? Oh no.
him.
Your Captain Corvus, come over here. We have a dispute to settle.
All right. What can I help you with?
Well, this man does not believe that the previous Captain John gave us his ship.
So here's the thing: were you giving the ship back, or are you now claiming it as your own?
We are. This is our ship. We procured it, and
So we are claiming it as our own.
we have no intention of returning it. However, I'm sure that you will find that amicable when I hold out his hand and shake him and hand him some gold.
How much?
All right, how much gold?
Um,
5.
I'm thinking 5 gold. Yeah.
You can't really fit much more than that in your palm, anyways.
Are you making it stealthy that you're giving him gold, or are you just being outright with it?
I'm trying to be fairly stealthy.
Roll a stealth check.
I'll try and be
Sleight
stealthy.
of sleight
That
of
would be
hand.
sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you're trying to hide.
Well, he
How much you get?
18.
18? Yeah. None of the rest of the party realized that you gave him 5 gold, and he feels the weight of the gold in his hand, and he says, "All right. Welcome to Tortuga."
How much do we pay to dock our ship here?
You're dumb.
I would say 2 gold a day would suffice.
Consider it a deal.
Thomas, do you have a pirate name that you've decided to go by?
Thomas is a good fitting pirate name.
Oh, Thomas, Yar, pay the man.
So how many days are you planning on being in Tortuga?
We'll start with 3 days. I don't anticipate we to be there that long, but just be on the safe side.
Okay, we'll give him 6 gold.
Did
All
you guys
right.
all dress like pirates?
Oh no,
I
I'm
did.
still standing in my full armor.
You're
I am
in
the bodyguard.
late male.
I am the bodyguard.
I'm wearing my robe, but
You do,
I will.
I'm in the
put
position
on
like you look at me like you do not
a
mess with
pointy
me.
hat.
Wait,
You'll
you
put on
found
what?
and put on a pointy hat?
Yes,
Pointy hat.
Okay.
Okay.
it will be
I
all
mean, I am
patchwork
wearing the dread
and
helmet.
like not like a single nice piece of pointy hat. It's like a bum had a pointy hat with a white.
Yeah, Corvus, where do we go from here?
Well, there are a couple of places to go. So, I would.
Wow.
So we definitely need to, as far as gathering information, our primary goal, we can pretty much just follow the the noise, because generally the noisiest place is going to be where we want to go. That said, a side goal while we're here, I wouldn't mind seeing what they have for sale. Because the way I see it, they're pirates. They will grab anything of value, and they may not have use for that. So we could potentially go shopping at a discount, or at the very least, get things that might be harder to come by or more.
Sounds good, Captain. Whatever you say. Let's go to the rum.
Hey,
Okay, so you start listening for the noise. It doesn't take too long because on Tortuga, somebody is drinking always. And so you basically head to the bar and half of the tables are outside, half of the tables are inside. You walk up to the bar and bartender asks, "What'll you be drinking, boys?"
Orange juice, please.
Orange juice?
It's to help with the scurvy.
Good
I just like
cover.
orange juice.
Good
You can
cover.
put some of that good taste and stuff in it. Clear one.
You want me to put the clear stuff in the orange juice?
Isn't that a thing? Orange juice and rum or whatever.
A screwdriver, I think, is what you're talking about, and that's typically vodka, if I'm not mistaken.
All right.
Go for it. We can hardly hear you with your microphone, though.
My mic is. Sayla tore it down. Working on it.
Right.
Sorry. I'm gonna pull the bartender in and be like, give me here, sir.
Yes?
Look, it's a little too early in the morning for me to be drinking right now. I had a lot last night, if you know what I mean.
That's a
Could
lie.
I
It's
get
never
some
too
hot
early
tea?
to drink.
Could I get some hot tea?
So you want orange juice with some rum. You want some hot tea?
Yeah.
And I'd like whiskey, but make it a double.
They see that's a correct order. The other ones are being crazy, but double the whiskey. That I can do that. And you
I'm going.
Normal ale.
Does he
normal
have an
ale.
empty cup near me?
They're not empty. They're probably at like a quarter of alcohol left in them. Mostly rum.
I'm going to grab one of the cups. I'm going to dump it on the floor. I'm going to fill it with water from my water canteen. I'm going to be a little extra magical and showy about casting prestidigitation on it, and hand it to the barkeeper and ask him, "Tell me that is not the best tasting rum you have ever tasted."
Hold on. Which canteen did you get the water from?
The gold ones are literally gold.
Right.
It's just my normal water one.
Normal one. Okay, I wanted to just make sure you didn't grab it from one gold one. I was just double
don't have
checking.
the
Those are in the bag of holding, not on my
Okay.
side.
All right. Just wanted to make sure because this was gonna get
It's
real
a valid thing
weird,
to check.
really weird, really quick, really soon.
There's a valid check.
Oh, he just drinks it. There's a gold person standing over here. The gold statue.
Well, and the cup
was
will
not
turn to
us.
gold, and
Just walk away.
yeah. So the bartender takes it, looks at you, takes a sip, looks at it. Where'd you get that water?
Tell you what, make our drinks free, and I'll give you a hint.
How about you give me the hint, but it's only half?
I'll take it.
Okay. So it ends up being a silver for everyone's drink.
I'm going to take a piece of paper out and write a poem. Roses
Okay.
are red, violets are blue. You're pretty dumb, and I'm pretty sure you can't read.
Wow.
Oh, that's dangerous.
And if you can, I'll actually tell you.
Okay. Gives him all the drink. Even the orange juice, although that was a lot harder to make than that she remembers. And it ended up being only like half as much orange juice as you were hoping for. But that's because they had to squeeze every orange to get the juice because they don't have that on hand. And yeah, everyone else gets their drinks, although the tea isn't as hot as you would like, Zephyrus.
Alrighty. I do want to ask one more thing. Are there any missing bar stools on this bar?
I'm gonna say yes.
Could I, with my hands under the bar, cast Minor Illusion to make another bar stool appear there
Sure,
in one of the spots it's missing?
that works.
Okay.
So there's a minor illusion, a bar stool. Everyone comes up and gets their drinks. Or we're already seated to get their drinks. And she looks at the note, and I'm going to do a roll to see if she can read. Because that was a good call. I like that idea.
Oh, it was very creative. I'll give him that.
Hey, Corvus, there's a seat right here next to Zephyrus for you.
I'm alright. I honestly don't feel like sitting and getting comfortable.
So she is unable to read. So she looks at the note. She can recognize a couple letters. So
Letters. Not words, letters.
correct, letters, not words, letters. So she looks at it. First one starts with an R. So rally the troops. Violence is awesome. What was your third line?
Roses are red, violets are blue. You're pretty dumb. I'm pretty sure you can't read. But if you really can, then ask me and I'll tell you.
The next part starts with a
Something
Y.
like
So
Girl.
your riches be found with the secret of water. Okay. So that's what she reads in her head, even though that's not what it says at all. She puts the page away and says thank you. And that's it.
That won't come back to bite us at all.
She's gonna go take that to somebody who can read. That's the end of that.
I hope that's the end of that.
You know it won't.
No, I'm fully aware.
Okay.
Is the tea utter garbage, by the way?
It's lukewarm. Like,
Eh.
it's entirely lukewarm tea. Like, think of you getting, like, unsweetened South tea. And that's what you got.
I like unsweetened tea.
But like the warm, like you know how they make the sweet tea.
Yeah, lukewarm is not okay.
Yeah, no, it's not.
And it's probably slightly alcoholic.
It was made with rum, yeah. Rum is their water. That's why they were very
Wow.
confused by the taste of your water.
You would dry out if you did not have water. Okay.
All right, so you
There it
finish up there. You end up. It kind of starts filling up more. While you're still waiting there, someone does come up and try to sit in the invisible seat. That's an illusion. They
It
try
only
to.
lasts a minute.
Oh, it only lasts a minute.
I would have to recast it. It only lasts a minute.
That's why I tried to have Corvus sitting in it. But he didn't.
I'll let you cast it when you see somebody walk in.
Okay. I gotta be careful doing it under the bar where nobody's looking.
Right. Person comes up, tries to pull it out, and like isn't able to. So then they end up trying to sit on it anyway, because they're already half drunk as it is.
No.
Okay.
And tries to sit in it, and he falls over.
I'll have a good laugh and be like, I have a little more there.
Dude, you totally missed that bar stool.
It's over there. It's 5 feet over her.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion for that.
That would be deception.
Deception? Okay, fine. Deception, you're right.
One I am proficient in, the other I am not.
I will
it makes
pat
a diff-
Virus on the back, giving him guidance.
You do have guidance.
I have guidance.
You
I
have
gave you
guidance.
So I get a D4.
Yes, you do.
Hold on. Yeah, I only got a 1 on the guidance. 22.
That's still... He totally believes he must have seen 3 stools and chose the wrong one, and so he then goes for the other one.
Yeah, we have a good laugh together.
He does think it was funny. Seeing people fall is funny.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he would have
though
laughed
it's
too. Yeah.
Yep. And then the bar starts to fill up more and more, and it starts to get a little bit more rowdy.
I think it might be time for us to leave Corvus.
I'm going to get my juggling balls out.
Oh yeah, we haven't even talked to anybody about this yet. We're just getting our like.
I'm going to juggle and sing.
Yeah, I'll be looking for someone who's really drunk.
Okay. Go ahead and do a
very hard.
performance for the juggling and singing.
I'm gonna go with.
Standing on top of a table, by the way.
I'm gonna go with Corvus.
I'm gonna break
12.
out my father's ale and try to sell some.
Ooh,
Okay.
we're doing too much.
You're going to
on
get
this.
shot by the bartender, is what's going to happen.
You do end up getting 5 gold from the dancing and juggling and singing and whatnot.
I give the 5 gold to the bartender and tell her to buy more rounds for people.
Okay.
Thomas, you should probably try to sell to the bartender and not to the patrons. I'm gonna go with Corvus though.
Okay, I'm going to do Corvus last at this point. Thomas, are you going to try to buy or sell separately or sell to the bartender?
I'll sell it to the bartender. It's like, hey, you should sell this.
Okay. So, what is this?
It's my father's ale.
Your father's ale? So, it's been around since your father died?
No, he makes this.
He makes
created
the
this
ale.
Yes, he makes the ale.
Okay. So,
It
how easy to get shipments of this?
I can make it as well.
Oh,
He did teach me. So if
okay.
you ever need more, I can come back and make more.
All right. How well does it taste, and how much does it cost?
Well, try some, and I'll tell you how you feel about it afterwards. How much
Alright.
money you think you should spend.
So she takes a sip, or he takes a sip of it. That's not bad. It's pretty good, actually. How much is it going for?
I will sell you a small barrel for 10
Flagon.
Well, they're small little barrels. You could probably get
Keg.
like three kegs out of it, or you can probably get a couple rounds out of each little keg.
Okay, for how much?
10 gold a barrel.
10 gold a barrel.
Ooh, that's kind of pricey.
That is a bit
It-
pricey, but it
that
does
is very
taste good.
It is very good ale.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
You'll sell it for twice as much.
I mean, yeah, with the way this tastes, you could probably sell for twice as much. 15.
Ooh, that's okay.
Okay. Alright. How about we do this? I'll buy the first 2 at full price, but then give me half price for the third one.
That's a fair deal.
Alright.
Can I do 2 things?
Sure.
First of all, can I recast disguise self on myself without anybody seeing me? I need another hour.
You need another hour?
I mean, I've been casting under the table, but this one's verbal and somatic.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check.
Do you have
Okay.
subtle spell, John?
I have subtle spell. Can I use subtle spell?
Yeah, if you have subtle spell, you can use subtle spell.
I'm gonna use subtle spell. I have 2 of those per long rest. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm going to tell my unseen servant to go behind the bar when the bartender's elsewhere, get me an ale, and then bring it around to the table wherever Corvus is going, where the drunk guy is. So I'll have a floating glass of ale come to me.
Okay,
So
I'm
25 gold.
I'm going to see you one floating glass, and I will raise you another floating
Another
glass.
floating glass.
And use my telekinesis
do you do it at the
It's
same
like
time?
2 can play at this
while juggling.
while juggling. Yeah.
Do you bring it to the juggling spot or to where John is sitting? Or
Oh
the
no,
fire's
where John's
sitting?
sitting.
Okay.
Your unseen servant is only seen by you, right? Or is it not even visible to you?
It's unseen. It's invisible. It just does what I tell it to do.
It's not visible to everything. She did not notice the first glass. So the first 2 glass got through free.
Okay.
Um,
When the second glass, if the second glass ends up showing up, I'll give it to Corvus and say, "Oh, I got this for you." No idea where it came from.
Thank you.
So Corvus, you're trying to talk to the most drunk guy in the room?
Well, the most drunk guy who's still understandable.
Coherent.
Okay, it'll be between 2 guys in the back that their words are slightly slurred, but they're in the back corner.
Hey, what be your name, sailor? I'm looking for Patrick Rogers.
I'm
Or Bart.
they just call me North.
Well, North, nice to meet ya.
And this is my friend Jack. And who are you? Who might you be?
I am
Please stay
actually
south.
Jack as well. They call me Ugly-Handed Jack, and I hold my hand.
They mostly call me Timber Toe, and I'll shake my wooden leg up.
All right, Timber Toe, and what was your name again?
Ugly-Handed Jack.
Ugly-handed Jack. Well, I should remember that because his name's Jack too. So, but what you be drinking tonight?
Oh, you know, just some wonderful whiskey.
Good choice. Rum's my favorite, although at this point.
I got this ale here too for you, Corvus. To Jack.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think.
Jack Corvus. That's his last name. Captain Jack. Captain Jack will leave you high tonight. Billy Joel.
Okay,
Billy Joel.
Captain Jack Corvus.
That was smooth.
Yeah, real smooth.
Yeah, don't mind the guy in full plate armor with a helm that has like dragon wings on it with glowing red eyes standing in the near vicinity as well.
As he sells ale.
True.
Yeah, the glowing red eyes is weird, but you know, what else?
Hey, they're all drunk. They're all drunk. They don't know. if
It's
real or
fine.
not.
Yeah. So what brings you to the city? Tortuga.
Brings you to
Well, you know, trying to make my way in the world. Just considering procuring some goods here to sell at a decent markup elsewhere.
Sounds about right.
Always looking for the best price for our booty.
I agree with that.
Now we can all drink to that, right? And I hold up my, toss one back.
They clink and join with you. I always drink to everything.
Everything's worth drinking to, ha!
My kind of guy.
So, how big's your ship?
Decent size.
Oh, what are you kidding? He's humble. It's the biggest they come.
Roll a deception for that one.
About his humility?
No, it's the size of the ship.
This deception's +8, so 22.
Yeah, biggest one ever made. Yep,
Ever made.
they believe you.
Is there a candle on this table they're sitting at? That is lit?
Sure.
Oh, come on. It's casting a spell, you still have components on that. Be careful. Be careful with their components, everyone.
I will just like whisper under my breath. It is not bright enough over there, and the little flame on the candle brightens.
But what's your components on it? Is it verbal, somatic?
Just verbal. It's thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy is just verbal.
All right. Yeah, the candle brightens. They are a little startled by how bright it gets, and they try to blow it out.
Morale!
So they're going to try to blow it out.
And when they try to blow it out, the flame turns a brilliant purple.
That scares them even more, and they blow it out for quicker. So it
At
turns
this
purple,
point-
and
At
it's
this
out.
point, I can just like grab it with my fingers.
You're gonna pinch it out.
Yep.
All right, pinches it out.
Yay! No fire damage. Okay. So,
It's a candle.
well, sometimes you get hurt doing that. If you're not quick enough.
You're old enough. You've done that 1,000 times.
That's a good point. I mean, I usually cast Gust, but in this case, I want to be careful with my components. I'm going to ask him, so, sailor, what do you say about the legends of Davy Jones? Whereabouts does he sail in the seas?
Why are you looking for Davy Jones?
Maybe
We're
trying
not
to
looking
avoid
for
him.
We're actually looking to avoid him.
Yeah, we want to avoid him.
Roll deception on that.
Can't have him stealing my loot. It's less so. That says 14 for me.
Corvus, what'd you get?
I'm looking for what my modifier is. What was it again?
Deception.
Deception.
Yeah, so 13.
So I hear them talking about. Can I hear them talking about Davy Jones and respond?
Yes.
All right, so I'm walking across the tops of tables and saying, I'm going to yell, I hear somebody speaking of Davy Jones. Who knows a song of Davy Jones? I'll give you a copper.
The bartender raises their hand, and maybe one of the other groups that are drinking raises their hand.
Let's hear it.
Ah,
Bar songs, man. Bar songs.
Yes, but sometimes you can learn something.
What is this, Ireland?
I know, I love it. This is very creative. Nice job.
the
'Cause
person
songs
tries
hide
to
truths.
the person tries to get up and sing. That was from one of the back tables, and all you hear is. They are so drunk they fall over halfway through, and can't finish the song.
Can I help them with that and try to follow along with their song with my flute?
Sure, give it a shot.
I rolled a 14. No, 16.
The music energizes him a little bit. Davy Jones. Then they fall
That didn't
over and
work
still
out very well.
collapse.
I just clap from where I'm at.
It was worth a shot, Owen. It was worth a shot.
But the bartender does know a song. I'm gonna have her try to perform it.
Her?
Or sorry, him.
Man, I thought you've said her several times.
I
Is it
don't
her?
mean to.
Okay.
I'm just in my head. Well, they also rolled a 3, so they forget the words halfway
That's what
through.
it is.
I have rolled 2 3s in a row for performances for the NPCs.
That's great.
Wow.
So do the guys at the table we're talking to have anything to say about this guy and how to avoid him?
So it's not so much about avoiding him, because if he wants you, he finds you. So I think it's hard to avoid him that way. But the main thing is you just have to make sure you don't get a spot on your hand. Because if you get a spot on your hand, that's when you're in trouble.
I'm gonna start singing. I want you to want me, Davy Jones. I need you to need me.
Wow.
Go ahead and roll another performance check for that.
All right. Uh, 18.
Okay.
Nobody has questioned the flying lemur on my shoulder.
Not yet.
Nope.
It is what it is.
They think it
Your
looks like a
performance actually apparently was really, really good. And you end up getting 72 gold worth of tips.
Wow!
Shoot! Wow.
These people are loaded. We need to hang out in pirate ports more often.
I'm gonna go take that 72 gold to the bartender.
Oh, right then and there.
Okay.
All of this is yours. I will put it in its own little separate sack of cloth that I will rip a patch off my hat and put it in. No, there's just a hole in my hat. And if you can tell me some legit information about Davy Jones.
Well, Davy Jones, he typically sails around and does whatever he wants. Normally, if you have a black spot on your hand, that means he's coming after you next.
So can I just use prestidigitation to make a black spot appear on my hand and be like, so now what?
No, it has to be one that appears based on he's coming for you next.
So how do we get him to come for me?
Well, normally it's either making some sort of vow to him, making some sort of stealing from him, or it's going to
tell
be
me something that's his.
Yeah.
What's his?
I mean,
That I can
generally
steal.
everything at the sea is his.
So we just gotta start being pirates and he'll eventually come for us?
That's one way to think about it. A lot of times that's one of the ways that it does happen.
Sounds good to me. Thanks.
Okay.
And you're giving him all 72 gold.
Yes.
All right.
You
Well-
forget, I have endless supplies of gold. I don't need it.
That's real.
Okay, so you give her all the gold. She's surprised, and she gives you the next 5 rounds free. And yeah, anything else anybody's doing while at the bar?
Yeah, so I would also like to get any information. Well, first off, no, I guess nothing at this point.
Where do you guys normally do your raid?
Trades usually, I mean, a lot of times it's done here at the bar, or if it's, more like cargo, it's done on the docks, or if people bring it in, sometimes it's in the center town square.
Okay, we'll head there then.
All right.
Yep.
So you head to the town square, and at this point you haven't unloaded your boat and stuff yet. So I think we're gonna stop there for tonight and start with dealing with the town square, the selling your goods at Tortuga.
I haven't
next
told
time.
everyone my plan yet.
Oh, what's your plan?
Here's the plan. I was told that if we steal stuff on the seas, that Davy Jones will come for us. So here's the brilliant plan.
This
We
sounds dangerous.
become pirates, and we just start stealing stuff until Davy Jones comes for us.
And that's your plan, is it?
I mean, we don't have to do anything with the stolen stuff. We'll just give it to somebody who cares. It's not like we need money.
Robin Hood type thing, or what?
Yes, I love it. Who's Robin Hood?
So
Yeah, like he-
Robin Hood is this archer. He wears tights.
We don't have any archers in our
You're describing yourself so far.
Oh, I didn't
No. But he's very accurate with his arrows, and his big
Still
thing
you.
is he steals from the rich and gives to the poor.
That could be you too.
Oh, I like that. Let's do it. I
So
don't
we
get that.
steal from other pirates.
We're pirates?
Yes, we're pirating the pirates.
So it's like serial killer who kills serial killers. But pirate who kills pirates.
What does
This
serial-
this is a good plan. Good plan.
I don't know what a serial killer is.
They
Captain
really like
Crunch?
cereal.
I don't know what Captain Crunch is. We don't have that where I'm from.
Oh, Captain Crunch needs to be my new pirate name.
All right. Well, on that note, you're gonna try to become pirates.
Captain Jack Jarvis Crunch.
That works too. If you're watching this on Twitch, please give a follow. If you're watching this on YouTube, please give a subscribe. Likes really help out on the videos.
We've
And,
already started. We stole a pirate ship from pirates.
I mean, you have a point.
You technically have already started, yes.
Well, none of us have a black spot, so I guess it's not Davy Jones affiliated.
We got to keep going.
Prestidigitation.
Follow, subscribe, like the video.
Yep. And we'll see you guys next time.
In a month.
It's true. We won't be meeting next week or in 2 weeks. On the 30th, we'll be doing the one 2 weeks from that. So we'll see you next time.